Hello viewers, this is Professor Manor Kushtani from the Stage Buzz channel, which is a lifestyle channel, and Stage Buzz Lifestyle magazine. And today we are going to discuss a very powerful, very interesting, very vivacious. You can see for yourself how vivacious she looks also. And she's full of energy and full of zing. And she's started a new, what should I say, an organization which is called Conquering My Own Everest. That is my own personal Everest, conquering it in my life. And she has some very unusual ways of looking at things and talking about them. And actually, you are a mathematician from IIT, right?
Not from IIT.
IIT Roorkee?
No, I'm not from IIT Roorkee. I am a mathematics graduate from Garhwal University.
Okay,
And
but
then
you
I
had
did.
something to do with Roorkee IIT.
No, my family is from IIT Roorkee. Like
Okay.
several people who studied in IIT Roorkee, and including lots of my students who studied in IIT Roorkee.
And you were also doing a lot of preparing people for all kinds of exams
Yes.
and
So, yeah.
training them on mathematics, and you had a very unusual way of teaching them.
Correct. Yes. That's been my bread and butter for many, many years. We used to coach students for engineering competitive examinations. And so that's why lots of my students and children are studied from various IITs. Yes.
Yeah, and then you took a big jump.
Yeah. Yeah, I can
And
tell
you
you.
started conquering first your own Everest, and then you help people to conquer their own, right?
Absolutely, yes.
How did you get into this? What made you do it?
I want to connect the story of how coaching for IIT, kind of inspired me. So I remember one day I was having lunch with my students. We used to have lunch together, and I was having lunch with my students, and I was telling my students, you should do this and you should do that. And that day I heard myself saying, as if I was saying कि मेरी जिंदगी तो खत्म हो गई है, अब तुम्हारी बारी है, तुम्हें कुछ करना चाहिए. And I looked at myself and I said, it's a sad statement. I mean, like leading by example जैसा कुछ करना चाहिए. तो मेरे को लगा, okay, let me create a game for myself, and so that I am actually eligible to say something for them. Like then maybe I don't even have to advise. By looking at me, they will, aspire to do something good. And I was that point of time 80 kgs. I had severe acid reflux problems. I was pre-diabetic. I had severe mood swings. I couldn't stay hungry for more than 2 hours. I was like really, really hungry, crazy person.
Viewers, do you believe what she's saying? Look at her. Do you believe it? My God.
I don't believe it. So it's like, so I took on the game that saying, okay, I will conquer, I will turn around my health and fitness. I said that will be visible game, and that will give me a valid ground to stand and tell my students something, that because they will know that I am also a player. So that's that whole thing about I wanted to be player of life. That kind of got me started to work on my own health and fitness. And so that's like a connecting story. So I was still working for JE Coaching, Conceptum Education. I started working on my health and fitness. And
so how did you overcome? Obviously, you had very huge, what should I say, health issues. And how did you overcome it in your own personal life?
Yeah, so my issue was smaller than my two of my favorite people were dealing with a bigger issue. My father picked up a unique disease जिसमें उनको 15 दिन hiccups आते थे और 15 दिन hiccups नहीं आते थे. And my father was in Bombay, and no doctor, I mean, could put a finger on that why is that happening. And my husband picked up a cardiovascular disease. His triglycerides came out to be 900, and his blood sugar turned out to be 450. And these, and then I took on transforming my health. So these three things came together for me, and I thought, kuch karna chahiye, whether there's something that we need to do and study and understand. And that is how, this whole journey started. And I have to accept that I started exactly the way everybody starts. So I started going for walks. I took on designed 100 days challenge. I started posting on FB that no matter what, it is raining, it is sunshine, I've slept late, no matter what, I will go for a walk. I started playing badminton. I started eating less. I dropped this, I dropped that. I started exactly the same way as anybody would start. And I failed many times before I succeeded. Okay, that was like critical point. So I tried, and then I tried GM diet, and I tried the famous nutritionist, and I tried everything that was outrightly available out there in the world. And I was not only implementing on myself, I was trying to implement it on my father and my husband as well. And things were not working out. In fact, one day I remember, after my walk, after my badminton, I was like so drop dead that I actually slided by the wall, and I was like, as if that day I was just pass off. And a friend of mine was with me. I really thought that he'll have to call the ambulance, but thankfully I was in some time I came back to my senses, and then he dropped me back home. And that's the day, sir, I realized that this methodology that I'm trying out, it's not working out. That means I realized that day there is some major link is missing. मतलब मेरी जो information है, या जो मुझे टॉप ऑफ द गूगल सर्च से जो इंफॉर्मेशन मिल रही है, ये कंप्लीट पिक्चर नहीं है, और इसी की वजह से कोई सस्टेनेबल रिजल्ट प्रोड्यूस नहीं हो पा रहा है. इनफैक्ट वेट कम, मुझे पहली बार ऐसा स्ट्राइक किया कि मेरा एम वेट कम करना नहीं है, मेरा एम है कि मेरे पास जिंदगी जीने के लिए फुल एनर्जी और स्ट्रेंथ अवेलेबल हो. आई थिंक दिस क्लैरिटी became a cornerstone of my journey. Then I stopped focusing on weight. I started focusing on the right knowledge, getting the right knowledge. And right knowledge for what? Right knowledge for building oodles of energy to live my life to the fullest. And that's when the magic started happening, and I will share how it all happened.
So you having to live up to what you wanted to do. As I introduced you in the very beginning, you're full of zest and energy, which is very obvious. But to target your life in such a way that it doesn't matter what I do, but what I do with full energy.
Correct,
full
absolutely.
zest. So now, therefore, you see, there's so much nowadays. There's so much information available on everything. Your health issues. So what did you choose? You chose the technical path, or you chose the holistic path, or you chose both?
Yes, I'll share with you. I believe in, I quite believe in destiny, and I quite believe in my higher power. I really believe that when you really ask for something, then you start getting the pathways for it. So, I more and more the clarity started coming that what I want for my life. I started asking, and my way is not to get on to reading. मुझे क्या लगता है, इंटरनेट पे इतना कुछ अवेलेबल है, अगर मैं उसको सबको पढ़ना स्टार्ट कर दूंगी तो मैं लॉस्ट हो जाऊंगी. वन ऑफ द क्रिटिकल थिंग इज वी ऑल्सो नीड टू नो पढ़ना कहाँ से है, क्योंकि अगर गलत चीज पढ़ी तो हम गलत रास्ते पे चले जाएंगे. और कैसे फिगर आउट करना है कि क्या पढ़ना है, दैट्स द क्रिटिकल पार्ट. तो मैं एक्चुअली ऑन द कॉन्ट्रेरी ऑफ व्हाट पीपल थिंक, मैं बहुत सारी चीजें नहीं पढ़ती हूँ. मैं कम चीजें पढ़ती हूँ, पर उनको बहुत थरली पढ़ती हूँ. और मैं क्या पढ़ना है वहां तक पहुंचने के लिए एनफ इन्वेस्टमेंट करती हूँ, इन टर्म्स ऑफ आस्किंग पीपल, इन टर्म्स ऑफ डूइंग माई ओन लिटिल बिट ऑफ रिसर्च. दैट्स एग्जैक्टली व्हाट आई स्टार्टेड डूइंग. आई स्टार्टेड लुकिंग आउट फॉर पीपल जिन्होंने लाइफस्टाइल डिजीजेस टर्न अराउंड करी हैं. व्हेन आई से लाइफस्टाइल डिजीजेस, मतलब ओबेसिटी, IBS, कार्डियोवास्कुलर डिजीजेस, ब्लड प्रेशर प्रॉब्लम, डायबिटीज, कैंसर. तो मैंने ऐसे लोगों को ढूंढना शुरू किया वर्ल्ड वाइड. उसके लिए मैंने अपने फेसबुक कनेक्शंस को ढूंढना शुरू किया कि ऐसे लोग जानने हैं मुझको जिन्होंने सच में लाइफस्टाइल डिजीजेस टर्न अराउंड करी हैं. एंड इन माय क्वेस्ट, एज आई से, गॉड रियली फेवर्स व्हेन यू आस्क फॉर समथिंग. Guess what? A friend of mine, जिसको मैं बहुत सालों से नहीं मिली थी, walked into my house, and first thing when he walked in, he said, "Stuti, I'm fasting for 30 days, and today is my 27th day." For me, it's like in a moment,
27 days of fasting, and he was walking normally.
He came from Bombay. I used to live in Turkey. He came to Bombay. I opened the door, and that's what he said. I was like, really? And I was like looking so normal. And he was with me, and then he continued fasting for 30 days. He finished the 30 days in front of me, and he was perfectly normal. I was like so surprised. And then he started sharing his story, and then he really shared that how he has turned around his hunger pangs, he has turned around his diabetes. And then he was preparing for real Everest, like real Everest. And he was 50 plus. So I was like, that was, and I was like, he's the person that I was looking for. And then I chewed his head completely. I understood. He lived with me for 10 days, and I asked him every bit of his life story. कैसे किया, क्या किया, कहाँ से आया, कहाँ से पढ़ते हो, क्या पढ़ने की जरूरत है. And he left me with some resources. Now, those were the resources that I started using, researching thoroughly. Okay, he introduced me to one doctor, and he has several short videos on YouTube. His name is Dr. Berg. He introduced me to Dr. Berg, and then I started watching Dr. Berg's video one bit at a time. And then, since he wasn't somebody that I knew personally, I had my set of doubts. To eliminate my doubts, I started studying physiology. So there's a doctor friend of mine. I requested her to teach me physiology. So she actually sat down with me for 3 months every single day. She would teach me one bit of physiology, one part of physiology every single day. I studied the entire physiology. Then I actually asked for help to study biochemistry because I wanted to understand nutrition, then physiology, and I wanted to understand the biochemistry. So I actually studied biochemistry in a way that I can't recreate biochemistry. I can't give you the technically right answer, but I had started understanding. And so that's when I discovered my gift, that when I watch these things, I can put the jigsaw puzzle together. I can then see the whole thing, that how is it happening in the body. And as I was going through this process, I started implementing things. I started changing my nutrition, the way I sit, the way I breathe, my exposure to the nature. I started understanding the different hormones, how they are acting. I started journaling. And when all this came together, trust me, I started losing weight. My skin started glowing. At 44, I'm like, not like as in self and not like a narcissism, but at the age of 35, I used to look like 45. When I'm 44 today, I don't look like 44. Now, it only happened for me because I started using that knowledge one bit at a time, one day at a time, and things had been magical after that.
Yeah. So, I mean, you not only have you set up an example of overcoming your health issues, but also education. What is education? Is formal education good enough, or you educate yourself according to what you want to do at a particular point of life? And so you did whatever was important you studied. Now, for example, when I did my engineering, I found a lot of my engineering I never used in my life. And so, but later, of course, I found ways of applying some parts of my engineering. So our education is, in a way, it has limitation because they treat, they treat, they train you with a fixed subject, fixed syllabus, and you study all that. But in life is so variable. It's so interesting, and there's so many changes, twists, and turns in life, and people jump from one job to another always, and and then you find you more need to know this, you need to know that, you need to know this. Of course, Google and YouTube has made things not
Like
easy.
what you say, yes.
Yeah, but I don't want to use brand names because there were others also. Vimeo is there, others are there. This company has overtaken all the others, you know. But I would say search engine, rather than say Google and
Absolutely.
search engine. I think we should also get into the habit of saying that. So there are many, what should I say? There are many open source
Material.
institutions, open source channels, open source programs, and where individuals are doing a great job. So I would call you also an open source person. You're openly accessible to everybody who wants to meet you and gain from you. That's what open source technology is all about. Okay. So it's, I would say IT, internet has connected us to so much information, but that information has to be applied on.
Absolutely.
So the learning curve is definitely faster, but I think it's very interesting the way you approach your own learning curve, the way you chose what you wanted to pick and what you wanted to learn. So you chose your own teacher was your own source of knowledge. Very interesting. Okay. So now tell me, so you first what happened was you overcame your own lifestyle disease.
Absolutely.
Right? Then what did you do with that? Once you overcame it, when did it strike you that you should take the jump?
Let me just tell you about my overcoming my lifestyle diseases. So I didn't know. मुझे ये तो पता था मुझे एनर्जी चाहिए बहुत सारी, पर मुझको इन माय हार्ट कोई विश्वास नहीं था कि कभी मेरा कोई नी ठीक कर सकता है. सो बाय द व्हेन आई वाज 23 ईयर ओल्ड मैं जमीन पे नहीं बैठ सकती थी. मतलब मैं ऐसे अभी भी मैं ऐसे आलती पालती मार के बैठी हूँ, मैं ऐसे नहीं बैठ सकती थी. तो मुझे कोई विश्वास नहीं था कि मेरा नी कभी ठीक हो सकता है. और मैं हर सीजन चेंज पे मुझे एक्चुअली नी में इतना पेन होता था कि मैं एक आध आंसू मेरे एवं ही टपक जाता था. अगर अगर बैठना पड़ गया या झुकना पड़ गया, मैं एक स्क्वैट नहीं कर सकती थी, मतलब आई वाज लाइक रियली रियली बैड एट इट. सो जब मैंने लाइफस्टाइल चेंजेस करना शुरू किए तो मैंने नोटिस भी नहीं किया, एक सीजन शिफ्ट हुआ. मतलब आई रिमेम्बर मैंने अक्टूबर से शुरू किया था. अक्टूबर में आई मेट दिस फ्रेंड ऑफ माइन. I still remember that Dashera that we went to together because that's like vivid memory in front of me. And then this weather shifted, deep winters came, and winters ke baad, summer came. March, around March I noticed that entire winter has gone by और मैंने kneecaps use नहीं किया. I don't know where my kneecaps are. I was like, really? I was like, really?
Wow, magic.
Yeah, that was like magic, that my knee inflammation, knee pain disappeared. And mind it, I was 36 years old. And from the age of 23, I had severe knee pain. I mean, like, मैं एक फ्लोर चढ़ने पर इतनी थक जाती थी और मेरे घुटनों में इतना दर्द होता था कि मैं सेकंड फ्लोर इमेजिन नहीं कर सकती थी. And then that started happening, and the changes were so visible in me in terms of I began to lose weight. And so initially I lost, not like I didn't lose weight drastically, I was losing 1 kg a month kind of a weight. I was losing inches, but there was such a shift in energy. My family used to call me occasional hard worker earlier because I had so little energy that I will not use it all the time. As a politer way of saying alsi. So, but anyways, they would call me you occasional hard worker. But that's but then suddenly from occasional hard worker to I turned into a like a robust, energetic person. I would want to take on things, do things, and I will not get tired at the end of the day. By the end of by 6-7 o'clock, I was like, oh. I was like, okay, बताओ क्या करना है, कुछ बनाते हैं, कुछ खाते हैं, कहीं चलते हैं. So like there's a critical, like a visible shift in energy, in my weight, in my inches, and in my knee pain, and in my acid reflux. So these are the things that simultaneously started changing. And people, I didn't have to go out and tell people. People automatically started asking me, so Abhi kya kar rahi ho? What are you doing? Kaise changes are rahe? And then what will I do? I will go ahead and tell them about Dr. Berg. I was like, go and watch Dr. Berg videos. That's what I said. That's what I studied. And I said, go and watch Dr. Berg videos, make a copy, start journaling, read this guy's biochemistry. I'm like, I would exactly tell people what I was doing. And but I don't think that really worked for people. And then the magic happened when Shubhankar, who was my student, IIT Roorkee graduate, and he decided to join me in work. तो एक और एक 11 होते हैं, तो हम दोनों जब साथ में आए तो हमको ये समझ में आया कि इस नॉलेज को जो मैंने एक्वायर करी है उसको एक सिंपलिस्टिक फॉर्म में डिलीवर करने की जरूरत है लोगों को. तो फिर तब ये आइडिया आया. एंड शुभांकर इज एन एविड क्लाइंबर, ट्रैकर. उसने उत्तराखंड की सारी पीक्स कॉन्कर करी हैं. तो वहां से जो उसका लव फॉर माउंटेन्स था और जो मेरे कोच का लव फॉर एवरेस्ट था, वहां से ये पूरा नाम निकल के आया, कॉन्करिंग माय ओन एवरेस्ट. That's how this whole thing started.
Yeah, Shubhankar, I also met once when you came to record one of my theater workshops.
Right.
And
Yes.
he's done a great job in making that record. I put it on my YouTube channel, The Stage Buzz, on
Right.
which I'm interviewing you right now. So yes, I can vouch for Shubhankar. But tell me one thing, what exactly was the knee problem you had, which you overcame through this?
So doctors उसको osteoporosis बोलते थे. Okay, that was like a clinical diagnosis of my knee problem. Cartilages weak हो गए, खत्म हो गए, ऐसा बोलते थे. पर दवाइयों के नाम पे वो मुझको पेन किलर्स ही देते थे और कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट देते थे. So that's what they had been giving. So and they were like, don't overexert them, lose your weight. That was the advice. So I don't know, मतलब वो जो डायग्नोस करके बताते थे वो सच था कि नहीं था, बिकॉज अभी तो कोई कार्टिलेजेस की प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, अभी कोई ऑस्टियोपोरोसिस भी नहीं है, अभी मैं नीचे बैठ पाती हूँ, अभी मैं सब कुछ कर पाती हूँ. देयर इज एनफ मोबिलिटी इन माय नीज. अभी मैं 4000 मीटर तक की पीक्स भी क्लाइंब कर सकती हूँ, मैं 7 फीट से जंप कर सकती हूँ. तो अभी मैं बहुत सारा कुछ अपने नीज के साथ कर सकती हूँ जो मैं कभी से भी नहीं कर पाती थी. So yeah, so that's what it is, and it started healing. अभी मैं सारा दिन folded legs बैठ सकती हूँ, नीचे बैठ सकती हूँ. It's like I can do everything. So
Great. And it also puts a worrying question mark that yes, medical science has done wonders also, but medical science also needs a long way to go. So where do you see the medical allopathic science and the Ayurvedic and other kinds of healing systems which are herbal and which are, you know,
I have a very interesting answer for this question.
please,
See, question is
please.
here. Answer is
I'm
here.
glad I hit upon this question.
Yeah, ये फोन है, हम सब ये फोन खरीदते हैं,
Hmm.
फिर हम इसको इस्तेमाल करना सीखते हैं,
Hmm.
करेक्ट? जब ये फोन खराब हो जाता है, अगर मैं इसे पानी में डुबो दूं, मतलब अगर मेरा वाटरप्रूफ फोन नहीं है, पानी में डुबो दूं या गिरा दूं या कुछ हो जाए, तो मैं इसे सर्विस सेंटर भेजती हूँ, राइट? पर जब ये फोन खरीद के लाती है तो मैं इस्तेमाल करती हूँ ना, आई डोंट हायर अ पर्सन विथ मी कि ये मेरा फोन तुम इस्तेमाल कर लेना, मैं खुद ही सीखती हूँ उस फोन को इस्तेमाल करना, करेक्ट? तो हमको ये बॉडी मिली है, इस बॉडी को इस्तेमाल करना हमें सीखना है। ये खराब हो जाएगी तो डॉक्टर के पास लेके जाओ, चाहे एलोपैथी के पास लेके जाओ, चाहे आयुर्वेदिक के पास, होम्योपैथी, किसी के पास, नेचुरोपैथी, जिसके पास जाना उसके पास जाओ, पर खराब होने पे सर्विस सेंटर जाएगी, राइट? और वो उसको फिक्स करके इतना फिक्स कर देंगे कि आप उसे घर वापस लाओ, फिर कौन इस्तेमाल करना सीखेगा? हम खुद, right? So that's my take on it. So they are great, all this medical science is great, but हम उन पे लद गए हैं, that is where the problem is. It's like हमारा गैस खराब हो जाए घर का और थोड़ी देर के लिए हम इलेक्ट्रिक हीटर इस्तेमाल करें, राइट? पर इलेक्ट्रिक हीटर इसलिए इस्तेमाल करें कि जब तक गैस फिक्स हो जाएगी तब तक अभी पानी बॉईल करने के लिए, चाय बनाने के लिए, I'm just giving one example, right? पर हम क्या करें मॉडर्न लाइफ में, अब इलेक्ट्रिक हीटर किया तो उसी को इस्तेमाल कर देंगे, इट्स डेंजरस बट वी विल कीप यूजिंग इट, वी विल नॉट गेट द गैस फिक्स्ड. सो व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज लाइफस्टाइल फिक्स करना इज द फंडामेंटल थिंग. अगर एबरेशन आया है तो डॉक्टर के पास जाके कुछ कुछ चीजें लेकर आइए, ठीक करा के लाइए, और फिर वापस लाइफस्टाइल शिफ्ट करने पे, लाइफस्टाइल करेक्ट करने पे सारा फोकस लगाइए. सो इट्स अ मिक्स ऑफ टू दैट विल वर्क फॉर लाइफ. अपनी बॉडी, अपनी फिटनेस को डॉक्टर्स पे लाद देने से सोल्यूशन नहीं आने वाला है. और अभी भी मैं बीमार पड़ती हूँ तो मेरा जीरो रेजिस्टेंस है डॉक्टर्स के साथ, बिकॉज आई रियली नो दे प्रैक्टिस मेडिसिन, दे आर वेरी गुड इन ट्रीटिंग द सिम्टम्स, बट आई कम बैक होम एंड आई करेक्ट माई लाइफ स्टाइल. दैट्स द सेंट्रल मैसेज.
तो मतलब ये है कि ताकि बीमारी हो ही नहीं तो पहले अपने को सुधार, ताकि चांसेस कम है. जैसे आप ड्राइविंग ठीक से करोगे,
करेक्ट, एब्सोल्युटली,
प्रॉपर टाइम पे सर्विसिंग करोगे, सब कुछ करोगे, तो गाड़ी खराब कम होगी. वैसे ही treat it as an apparatus, you have to take good care of the apparatus, like you have to put the oil in the engine and everything.
Absolutely.
So but now अब यहाँ पे भी बहुत बड़ी existential questions आ जाते हैं कि कौन सा ऑयल लगाओ, मोबिल ऑयल लगाओ या केरोसिन ऑयल लगाओ. यानी आप एलोपैथिक मेडिसिन लो या आयुर्वेदिक मेडिसिन लो या होलिस्टिक लो, सो यू हैव टू आल्सो चूज, यू हैव टू आल्सो ऑब्वियसली चूज कि किस टाइम पे कौन से मैकेनिक के पास जाओ जो इस प्रॉब्लम को ठीक कर सके. एम आई राइट?
करेक्ट, एब्सोल्युटली, एब्सोल्युटली.
तो मतलब कि अब ये लाइफस्टाइल, अब व्यूअर्स, वी आर गोइंग टू मीट Shruti Jain many times and she gives us that privilege. And
I will. I'm so happy to meet you and to do this conversation with you. And yeah.
Okay. And so this is an introductory video about her, about this very interesting, very charismatic, vivacious, joyful personality. So I think we will call it an end, because my telephone bell has also rung for some strange reason, telling me that how long have we been on this?
I don't know, but I think approximately 30 minutes. I think so.
30?
30 minutes, yes.
Achha, theek. So we had scheduled that it won't exceed 30 minutes.
Sure,
but
sure.
I'm sure readers would have loved to have this thing extend for an hour or something like that. But that will be part 2 of Shruti Samanvay. That's what she calls herself now.
I picked up this word Samanvay because I think I'm a Samanvay of lots of different knowledge come together at one place. So
it brought some energy between all.
Yeah.
Very
Yes.
And very happy to meet you, and thank you very much. And I would like to introduce our young friend who also helped us technically on this. Can you please reappear before us,
Never be
Shubhankar? Switch on your video. How do you do it?
never be sure of people in the green room to be there when you ask them to, but easier apparently.
Yeah. Thank you, Shubhankar. Shubhankar,
Yes.
you can introduce yourself.
Hi,
Shruti has
everyone.
already spoken about you, about
Yeah.
what a mountain climber you are.
Okay. Yeah. So hi to everyone. My name is Shubhankar और मैं स्तुति मैम के साथ कॉन्करिंग ऑन एवरेस्ट में हम दोनों साथ में मिलके क्रिएट करते हैं एंड यस तो हमने लास्ट तो उससे पहले मैं आईआईटी रुड़की ग्रेजुएट हूँ मैंने 2017 में मैं पास आउट हुआ था फ्रॉम आईआईटी रुड़की में था तो जब मैं आईआईटी रुड़की में पढ़ रहा था तो उस टाइम पर मैं बहुत सारे माउंटेन्स चढ़ता था हमारे कॉलेज में एक क्लब था जो हमको माउंटेन्स पे लेके जाता था तो आई ट्रेक्ड अ लॉट ऑफ माउंटेन्स एट दैट टाइम और तभी से मुझे लगता था कि इट्स लाइक अगर हम लोग एक्टिव नहीं रहेंगे मतलब और लोग एक्टिव नहीं रहते तो लोग मेंटली और फिजिकली दोनों तरह से ही लोग ऐसे थोड़े लो होने लग जाते हैं बोथ इन देयर मेंटल हेल्थ एंड देयर फिजिकल हेल्थ सो दैट वाज माय एस्पिरेशन कि जब तो मुझे माउंटेन से मुझको यही मिला था दैट आई स्टार्टेड फोकसिंग ऑन माय हेल्थ एंड देन इवेंचुअली विद मैम वी स्टार्टेड कॉन्करिंग माउंट एवरेस्ट
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening to us so patient.
Thank you so much, sir. I shall be back, as they say.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye.